Welcome to sciscore 3.0. I wanted to show you some of the new features. First, you'll always want to log into the tool, and then you want to give an informative title. This is my favorite paper. And then you want to paste the method section that you want the tool to look at, and you want to hit the submit button. At this point, the tool will go through and assess what that looks like. So in this case, the tool hasn't finished yet, but now my favorite paper is here, and I'm able to download the file that was generated. So here I'm going to open the file that's generated. This is a zip file, and now I've just extracted it. There are 3 files within this zip. There's an MDAR report, a star table, and an interactive report for authors. So here's that interactive report. One thing you'll see is that the score for this paper is an 8 out of 10. In this case, this is a very highly scoring paper. The authors in the paper should be looking at the ARRIVE guidelines because this has been detected to be an animal paper. You can see that there is an institutional animal care and use committee statement that is identified in the blue. Most of the rigor criteria have been identified. You can see these are blue, but a few have not. And if we're looking at the key resources table, most of the antibodies have also been identified, and animals have an ability to be suggestible, which means they're pretty good. And then a few of the resources can't be found. So let's look at first the rigor adherence table. In this case, the sentence that is detected within the text that was submitted to the tool is listed here, and the how to improve the paper shows a green check mark. So for the ethics statement, nothing to do here. Exclusion and inclusion criteria, nothing to do, but for attrition, there is not a sentence detected. And there's a piece of information here that talks about what the tool is expecting in terms of this, this particular paper. So here we're trying to provide as much helpful information as possible, and there's always a further section that can be linked out to attempt to find additional information. The key resources table is usually second. So remember, there were a couple of antibodies that were detected that were not findable, so that's for these 2. And there were a bunch that already had antibody RRIDs, so here's a list of those, and they're listed, and these are just brought over across into this column, and you can see the green check marks are here. For those suggestions, so there is an organism or a strain that is defined, for example, C57 Black 6, and there's a suggestion available including this Jackson Labs 664 mouse. Please note, this is not, this is only a suggestion. We do not know what is in the laboratory. Please, please, please verify and check any suggestion that's made by the tool. In this case, a few suggestions are made for software tools as well, including ImageJ, ImageScope, and others. And then let's look really quickly at the statistics table. The statistics table contains a list of all of the recognized statistical tests, as well as information about what should be reported with each of those tests. There's a section that shows the design. There's another section that describes the assumptions for that particular test. And finally, statistics section, which gives you how to report this particular on this particular test in the results section. And there's always more information on these tests, again, in helpful sections that are linked from each of these tests. So with that, I would like to thank you and happy use of sciscore.